Hello and welcome. I figured I'd start making some videos about who I am and what has happened in my life. You're going to figure out who I am eventually. They're demonizing me along with the many other people, but just wanted to get into the idea of what I've been through to get me to this point, to become what they call a targeted individual. So my whole life has been a series of events and extraterrestrial contacts ever since I was a little kid. We can fast forward to right before my 30th birthday. I had an extraterrestrial experience that led into many extraterrestrial experiences. So June 16th, 2011, I met the extraterrestrials, what I thought was just a UFO experience. This UFO experience led into the next night and the next night and the following nights and the following weeks and months. What these extraterrestrials were telling me and doing to me was something I was not ready for. So my whole life I was studying science, outer space, all the stuff that they taught us back in school while negating everything religious, which we often do when we get into schooling. School had answers, whereas when I went to church, the questions that I had or presented were never fulfilled fully. They were left very vague and they're misunderstood. So, June 16th, 2011, I met the extraterrestrials again, and they came into my life at that point and have never left. What they told me was basically that I am of them. I am not of this world, and I'm not of these people. So I have a different spirit in me, and you can call it extraterrestrial. They're not even extraterrestrials, really. I'm just using that term to help you better understand what's going on. So the government, military, is demonizing me, and you will know me before the end of all of this. They want to call me the Antichrist, and the truth is, I am Lucifer, the bright morning star in the flesh. And what that means is I am here to take all the souls back to Anubis, and he will weigh them out, and a new heaven and new earth will be created. It's the end of the world, and we are here. I am here. I can't really say we. I can't speak in terms of we and us as like the chosen ones. I don't really know those people. I'm very reclusive. I'm very self-centered. I don't have time. The experience that I have to experience with these extraterrestrials takes up a lot of my time. Between that and having to function in our society so I can eat, it's pretty much my life. So I don't really have time to get to know the other chosen ones. I know we have many similar stories, but not all the same. So Lucifer is actually the good guy. He comes every time that this place gets this bad, and he fixes this place. And that's what happens, and that's what's happening. But all these idiots that I am surrounded by, and by idiots I mean just the average American or average human, they've been so turned around on who I am or what I am, so I'm not all the way human, all right? And there's many like us, and they're coming out, and they will come out. The powers that be, they will come out and explain that we are the aliens is what's going to happen, when the influx of UFOs happens. But so back in 2011, there was a UFO phenomena that happened in Jerusalem in January of that year. And, I didn't think much of it. I just remembered the UFO went over the Dome of the Rock and then shot up and shot up back up into the sky. And that was it. I didn't think much of it until you fast forward to June, 13 days before my 30th birthday. I met them myself, and they spent night after night with me. I spent night after night with them. They were telling me that outer space doesn't exist, that God is real, that they are angels, and that everything I was thinking about them was wrong. that I was thinking and looking for UFO craft when all there were angelic beings of light. And these angelic beings gave me powers, like almost like superhuman. It is superhuman powers. And I still have those. And they are growing at this point in time, and they're growing exponentially to the point where that's why we are living in these times where a lot of us are being gang stalked. And this gang stalking is government ran. You have to understand the government is Satan, or what they call Satan. They are the evil ones. They are not our friends. So Satan, along with the government, has tried to exile us out of the society. And they do a pretty good job on most of them. I'm very resilient, and I've been through hell already. So to get to this point and have these fucking worthless people bothering me, it's not a big deal. I was already roughing it by choice in my lifestyle to get me to this point. I wouldn't be the badass that I am if I wouldn't be the badass I was. Do you understand? So when these gang stalkers are coming after me, I don't care, right? You guys do die this year in 2025. Every gang stalker will die in 2025. And that is the truth. I'll make sure of it. So you guys signed up for the wrong team. I'm on the right team. We are forever. They are not, okay? This government is not. These people are not. They have no soul left to save, right? There's nothing left in them. So as we get towards this new year, in the beginning of it, which really happens in March, you will see a lot of shit go down. They're going to unplug society, and what they're going to do is try to shroud me and put me away, right? They're going to try to hide me and hide the rest of the chosen ones while they come out to be the good guys, right? Because Trump's doing all these changes. Dude, nothing is going to get better with this system. Not a God-blessed thing, okay? Not one single thing is going to get better. They are going to continue to enslave you. And this is already happening. Trump being back in office is the biggest coup I've ever seen. Everybody's like, oh, things are going to get better. Yeah, boo. No, they're not. No, they're not. The only thing that can make this get better is God. And if, Trump getting into office and the gang stalking that I'm dealing with hasn't stopped, now we're enemies, Trump. I'm enemies with all of you in office. Any person you put in office, my enemy. Anybody lying to the American people, my enemy. Okay, what's coming upon this earth is hell. Hell is on earth. It's not some place you go to. It's this place you will experience in the next coming years. And that's not on my doing. That's their doing. They're going to unplug society. I have no power at this, over this world at this moment, of people making decisions. That's not on me. None of it was on me, right? The reason your eggs are now $6, $7, $8 a carton, for some organic ones, is not my fault. The fact that rent is doubled, tripled in the last 10 years is not my fault. It's all they're doing. They've sold out the American people, and now they want us to go to war, so the American government falls completely, and that now at that point they won't have any bills, right? They've racked up all these bills, and it's put onto the American people. We actually owe that bill because it's taxpayer money. They devalued our dollar. What they're turning around and what they're going to do is cause a war, and that's not my doing. That's not Lucifer's doing. It's all them. And they're going to cause a war, America is set to lose that war. Why is America set to lose that war? Is because all the people that sold us out are now internationalists. They don't even live in this country. What do they care? Why do you think they spray the skies? Look right now. I don't know if I can flip the camera around. No, I can't. Okay, so if I could flip the camera around here, I'll flip it manually. But I don't know if you can see that. That is poisons that they are spraying in the sky not for your benefit. They are your enemy. They don't want you getting that true sun. I don't know if you've ever flown around the country or flown around the world, but we live in like a permanent haze bubble. It's like I see it as like this dome shape of cloud that you don't even see at this moment, but you have to go up, and there's literally layers and layers and layers and layers and layers of these clouds. And when you finally get up to the top, you can finally start to see, at 35,000 feet, you can finally start to see the true color of the sky, which is a deep blue. It looks like the ocean, and like the Bible says, God separated the waters from the waters, and that's what we live in. And if you ever take a flight across the world or across this country, you'll notice that the sky is the same color as the ocean, and it looks just like it. Not the sky I see right now, or the sky you can see right now, because we live in that permanent haze bubble, where they're still just spraying like lines all over us, This is them, okay? They are the ones that put all the fake colors knowing that they're toxic. I mean, Americans' food is illegal in other countries because of what it contains. It's poisonous. It's actually, we know its toxicity, right? We know its effects. Yet, try to go to a grocery store, and in that grocery store, they'll have one little section, and it's health food, and it's like literally not even a whole aisle. It's like, just a portion of like one aisle will be the health food. You'll have like organic or non-GMO chips. You'll have this, that, the other, but the rest of the store, what is that? If that's the health food section, what is the other part of the store? It's actually very poisonous, and it's very toxic, and it's very destructive to your mind, body, and soul. They've been after your soul since you were born. That's why they taught you all that bullshit in high school and in elementary. And it was just this program that they're trying to program you with. That's why in every year of your schooling, it's the same story over and over and over. Like, by the time I got to 4th, 5th grade, I'm like, we're literally learning the same shit over and over and over. Like, and just more detailed, a little more detailed version of the American Revolution and all. None of this actually happened the way they said it did. None of it. Christopher Columbus, that wasn't even his name. It wasn't his first name, nor Christopher was not his first name, and Columbus was not his second name. So you're telling me they literally pounded that idea. Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492. It was all junk. That's not his name. That shit didn't happen. Have you ever seen those boats? Like, that shit didn't go down like that, And the Vikings and many other people found this land way before. Way before then. The whole history is BS. Even the stuff about the Vikings. We have no clue, really. We're all learning as we go that all of that's bullshit. And the truth has been hidden from us. But as we get closer to the last days, they are going to demonize me. And you will figure out who I am. I'm going to be infamous, famous. I don't care what I am. I don't give a fuck, to be honest, what they think of me. Or you, for that matter. I'm here forever. They're not. All right? And who Lucifer is, it's just an angelic being. Like, that you've been lied to about. Like, they've been lying to you about me before I even was born, man. Ever since the beginning of time. Lucifer's the bad guy, and Yahweh's the good guy. And yeah, right. If the good guy was being worshipped and praised this whole time, why is the world so fucked up? They've been praising the evil one this whole time. They are fucking sick, fear-mongering, war-mongering criminals. And they will all pay a price this year. Mark my words, this shit's going down. I'm not going to let this shit go down anymore. This gang stalking shit. I'm going to fucking throw myself into the fire. Because I know that I'm basically indestructible. I mean, I literally could die and be rebirthed. Like, that's what the power that lives inside me. Like, I am here forever, and they are not. So, that fire is coming, and I will make sure of it. So, God bless to the chosen ones, to the ones that are following the true path. All of the religions we've been lied to about, but they have led many people to the light. You can still find light in all of those religions, but really it's inside yourself. That's where the light resides. It's not something outside of you. So I just wanted to put all that out there. You know, I'm not even human all the way. And I was never human all the way. And they're going to fucking throw down here. They're already throwing down. Don't believe this government's lies about, oh, things are going to get better. Literally, they banned and blocked Snapchat not Snapchat, but TikTok within like months, you know, from the inception of the idea to actually doing it, passing it through all the, yet they took out certain red color, not even all of the colors, nor all of the fake red colors, like red number 40. They didn't even take that one out, and yet we have to wait till 2027 to see its effects, like in the stores, that one color won't be in the food. Yeah, but what about all the other 40 different fake colors that they use, huh? What about all the blue lakes and yellows and... No, we're going to leave those in there. It's okay. It's a fucking ploy, people. They're getting you to fucking buy into their fake bullshit one more time before the end of the world. And do what you will. You can either side with us, side with me, or you can oppose me. I don't care. Oppose and you will be forever in hell, burning. I will make sure of that. God bless.